Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
He finds his man, complete. That's Bryant. And a hard tackle there as he'll go down after a gain of about 5. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. A gain of 8 and a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Offense was moving a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they had a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
2nd and 10.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. His throw incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Throwing again, McCarthy.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to hold that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Ball again on 2nd down.
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That is caught. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 23 3 yards on the play.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Straight ahead is Hall.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this throw will be intercepted.
And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. McCarthy.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Jets will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll try and throw for it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Jermaine Johnson there to bring him down. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. They kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
That's down the field for Jefferson.
It's caught at the 10.
And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's the fullback. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the 1st down with his legs instead.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now back to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick six.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
That's multiple times now he's tagged him with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Delgado. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Back to throw here. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Under pressure, and they got to him again. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and a mile. He wants it all for the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Being chased out left. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game. But, boy, not getting that one that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, the team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
2nd and 9.
In motion, the tight end. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now off to the races, down the right side. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Vikings are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And they take a knee. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. And they will take a knee here. Here's the Jets punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Third and 12.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Vikings, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall.
Tell you how to get rich quick. 20 a month and I can show you how the other half lives. Yeah, I can take you out of this. Get on your grind and take the dive. Can you riddle me this? If a house is just a loan, why not double your chips? Look up a property in your city, then buy it and flip. You just copped yourself a brand new whip. You poor thing, I know you wanna live just like this.